You are a low-level employee of Cuddle Co., a company that makes clothes for puppies. Recently, Cuddle Co. entered a merger with the elder god Bloodfuck, who wishes for the destruction of humanity. As Bloodfuck demands that every mortal in Cuddle Co. submit to its unholy grasp, you make a decision. $12 an hour isn't worth this. You have to get out of here. Hello, and welcome to Hostile Takeover by Heather.flowers, the creator of Extreme Meat Punks Forever. You can play that and many other games on her itch.io page, which is in the description, as well as her Twitter, so you can give her a follow. So we're going to be playing Hostile Takeover. We're going to be trying to we're going to be trying not to be hostilely taking over. So, as we are immortal, we have to. We don't have to, but it's company policy that we submit ourselves as a sacrifice to Bloodfuck. But we're gonna try not to do that. We're gonna don't want to be sacrificed. So let's exit this note and let's begin our work. Our trusty desk will miss it. So what's around us? We have 3 lines at the bottom. I don't know what that's those 3 lines are supposed to be. If that represents health or something. Well, this is our desk. Our desk has a pentagram and I'm placing these notes. I'm doing this. I was like, well, there's like a pentagram and stuff, but I don't understand why we can place notes, but we can. Maybe we do it to like distract things, maybe to hide ourselves. Are we crouched? It seems we're low to the ground. I'm not sure if that's because we're crouched or if we're just in a permanent state of maybe like crawling through here, or maybe we're just not very tall because that building, or not the building, the door doesn't look like it's much taller than us. We could see like a face. Yeah, there's a face right there. I'm not sure if it sees us or not, but we're not going to risk that. We can use right click to kind of zoom in and see a bit further away. Oh, we have to clock out before we can leave. Oh, dang. It'd be such a shame if we didn't clock out before we left. You pick up your timesheet. Only they haven't been validated. Oh no, we have to validate them. Oh God, yeah. We can't just leave. We have to get paid for our time. It'd be a crime to not be paid. It'd also be just a crying shame to not be paid. Okay, so we have to leave. We have to clock out, validate our timesheets and accounting. What are we gonna do? Okay, so I was worried about that thing, but it seems like we're protected from it at the moment thanks to a wall of cubicles of some sort. We can look off in the distance to see what's up. Make sure that thing on the other side of the wall isn't going to be approaching us, because I'm not sure how we'll be able to get away. Like at the moment, it just seems like we'll just have to like walk away. It doesn't seem like there's a run function in this game, so we'll just have to hope that our movement speed is either faster than their movement speed, and or we can just be crafty. We can place notes. I'm still not sure about the function of placing notes. I'm feeling like it might be like a distraction thing. There's just like a little bit of ooze on the ground. I probably shouldn't be getting distracted by all the items and the distance. I should probably be worried about what could be ahead of us, because I think we saw a face somewhere up ahead of us in a place where we could be. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. There's like a floating eyeballs. That's what it looks like, floating eyeballs. I don't think we're going to mess around with the floating eyeballs. We'll try not to. Oh, we've entered accounting. Okay, we're in sales. We'll enter accounting once we come over here. If we get closer to the floating eyeballs, we'll enter accounting. Okay, so we're in accounting now. I'm not sure what these... Are the eyeballs like going to come after us? Or are they just kind of chilling? I'm not sure how the monsters in this game will act. What if I put down like a note on the ground? Like maybe it'll distract it. Maybe they're cool, We are immortal who needs to still be submitted. We need to sacrifice ourselves to Bloodfuck. But, maybe the eyeballs aren't here to, like, to yuck any yums, like, just because we're immortal who hasn't yet to be sacrificed doesn't mean the eyeballs are going to give us a hard time. And honestly, also, what can the eyeballs really do to us? Their eyeballs, like, if we were to punch... Oh, it's coming close to me. Yeah, I think it was coming close to me, that one. Is it coming... It's like, it's going by us. It worried me because it got close to us and... its color started to appear, but I don't think it was actually approaching us. I think I just got a little nervous there. Yeah, I'm not sure what the functionality of these monsters are, but big floating eyeballs, they seem like they'd be scary, but honestly, you could just punch an eyeball. It'd probably be bad for them. It might be some kind of like madness inducing thing would be the problem, but we don't seem to have a madness meter or anything of the like. So maybe as long as we just don't straight up run into the eyeballs, we'll be good. They don't seem to be... Oh, is this one pursuing us? No, it just happened to be going the same way we were. Anyways, I see the word, well, the name, Carla, off in the distance. So perhaps... Oh, is Carla the eyeballs now? I mean, I guess we are the only mortal left. Okay, so we have to go to Sharon and HR. All right, I didn't see the first bit. So Carla can don't bother me. Yeah, okay, so she's just saying the same thing. Yeah, I mean she's become 5 sets of eyes, you know. Well, 5 eyes, not 5 sets of eyes. That'd be double the amount of eyes she is. You know, 3 extra eyes probably couldn't hurt, right? Oh, we're entering somewhere. Is this HR? Who knows? What is this off in the distance? They're just shapes. Oh, they approach us very quickly whenever I get close to them. They like, I kind of like this, the idea of whenever people do Eldritch things, whenever they like just become things like this, where it's like, I can't even tell what this is supposed to be. Like, obviously, you know, it's just like a bunch of like pixels and shit. I mean, all digital art can be described that way. But, you know, obviously it's just some weird like glitchy pixel effect. But like the idea, obviously, is that it's an Eldritch being of some sort that like we can't comprehend, and I always really like that idea when people do that. When it's just like, no, dog, you can't even understand. Like how do you portray the idea of something you can't understand? Because you know, something you can't understand is hard to convey, and just something like that's a pretty good way to do it. Jelon B. Musk, CEO of Cuddleco. All right. Our mandatory staycation. All right. Take your seat and keep working. Okay, so first first half the staff was required to be sacrificed, and then if your last name starts with A through J, I have great news. All right, okay, so first they only had to sacrifice half their employees, but then the rest of them got. But yeah, it's always I think it's a smart way to portray Eldritch beings and that kind of style of like, I don't understand this. Like, you know, people tend to go for the Cthulhu-y, oh well, it's got a bunch of like tentacles and weird stuff, and you know, that is it's a classic aesthetic and it works. But like, you know, how do you portray something that you don't understand other than like making it like something like that? It's like, oh, did I go backwards? I think I accidentally went backwards. Are we heading over back to Carla, or do we just leave? Question mark, question mark, question mark. No, this seems to be somewhere new. We need to get to HR. And I hear a slurping noise. Probably not terribly good that there's slurping in the distance. Should probably make better use of my this thing, the flashlight. I think I've gotten totally turned around. I have no idea where I'm going, but that's fine. You know. Oh, is this just a dead end? Yeah, it's like we can enter the nightmare zone slightly, but we just come over here and we're back in counting. Yeah, I'm properly lost in this building. You know, it's always hard to get around your workplace whenever the lights go out. It always feels weird and like you shouldn't be there because if the lights are off, you probably actually shouldn't be there. But you know, it happens sometimes. Yeah, in this workaday world, you know, we'll end up being in places we're not supposed to be. But that's fine because we're gonna make the best of it. You know, we're gonna get paid. Probably not OT because, you know, a company that you know, sells out to an elder god probably not taking the best care of their employees. I mean, we already know that they're sacrificing them at an alarming rate. Is this something new, or is that just a note I put on the ground? I think this might be, yeah, that's a note I put on the ground. So we've just wandered back into the same place we were previously. I don't think anything's managed to touch us yet. I don't know if once we get touched by something, if like something bad will happen. I assume something bad will happen once we get touched. Although some of these like glitchy boys seem to disappear when we get closer to them. Man, I'm getting so turned around. Could have sworn there was a wall there. You know, there's just ooze on the ground. I mean, there's ooze on the ground. The ooze on the ground isn't a particularly scary thing. It happens at every workplace. You just end up with ooze on the ground. And this, I put this note down. Maybe, you know what, that's probably the point of the notes, is to leave yourself a bread trail? Breadcrumbs? Crumb trail? Some combination of those words. No, because we come back here, and this will take us back to Carla, I believe. Like, we just run down here. Excuse me, guys. I think this is Carla off in the distance. Yeah, we've gotten back into accounting. I see lights. I can only assume this is Carla. Hello, Carla. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to Sharon in HR, but I'm having such a hard time navigating the question mark zone. Question mark zone, not exactly the most friendly place to mortal beings like me. Don't, Carla, you're cool, and I don't think Carla's gonna rat us out for still being a mortal unsacrificed to Bloodfuck. I think she understands. We really bonded at the Christmas party, so I don't think we have to worry about her tattling on us. What we do have to worry about is where the hell we're supposed to go. Maybe I should just bump into one of these. Maybe it'll like warp us. I don't want it to touch me though. I don't want it to touch me, but maybe we should like start bumping into these things. Maybe that's what we have to do. Is this leading back to Carla again? No, this is like I'm absolutely just going around in circles. There's some just break in the maze that I'm just not aware of, even though I'm sticking pretty close to the walls so I can kind of see where we're going. We're hearing the slurping again, which hopefully means we're in somewhere new. Like, yeah, we came over here, we found this accounting, but I believe we would come into this accounting and then we would just get lost again. Maybe I just went the wrong way. I can see Carla off, I assume Carla off in the distance. So, probably want to go the other way. Excuse me. Because, oh, here we go. Wait, no, sales is where we started. Probably not great. Oh, HR. Okay, so we're in HR now. Okay, I got a little turned around. Ooh, I like the greens in HR. Green's my favorite color. So, big fan of greens. The starting green, a bit of like more of an olive. Olive's a bit of a weak green. Big fan of like darker greens. Like I think this is like a forest green. I'm not a big color smart person. I don't know things good, so try my best. To whom it may concern. I am the most powerful. I am the strongest person in the universe. Nobody can walk by me. Nobody can hide from me. I am immortal. I am unkillable. I am so strong. Minotaur, CEO of Cuddle Co. Okay, well, Minotaur is a CEO I can get behind. You gotta love somebody who understands their own worth and their own power as a being. Minotaurs historically very, very strong. This is more sales. So we won't mess around with that. I still am concerned about monsters. They don't seem to be harming us. I mean, I'm also trying not to bump into them. So maybe there's nothing to fear as long as we stay clear of them and what they'll be doing. Oh, cool. Whenever you pick up a note, it does pause. I was worried about that. The closed plan office labyrinth is confusing and unreasonable. Yeah. Yeah, you get a lot of these, People touting the. Oh, sorry, I bumped into you. I'm sorry, and then it made a scary noise at me and then disappeared. So we probably shouldn't bump into the monsters. The monsters, we bump into them, they make scare. Oh, see, I lost health. That's what happened. I bumped into it, and the squiggles at the bottom were definitely health. So we just have to be careful not to bump into the monsters. I imagine at some point we'll find monsters that will pursue us. Just, I know it's maybe like the dumbest thing to smile at, but I smile every time I read the word bloodfuck, just because I love bloodfuck, so it makes me happy. Paper is a precious resource. Oh, it's a safety issue. I'm not sure what our note. I'm pretty sure the notes are probably just like a, like they gotta be just a, like so you don't get lost kind of thing. Our friends over at Bloodfuck will be displeased. Deaths of billions, yada yada. Oh, Minotaur. You thought he was so cool, but whenever they put the screws on them, the CEOs, the rich, they always band together. None of them are your friends, even cool ones like Minotaur. Oop! I almost just straight up walked into whatever's happening there. It looks like a flower pot with a bunch of legs. Oh yeah, okay. Thank you, Sharon. I knew I could trust you. Have a picture of some eyeballs I drew, and we'll just go ahead and check out what's in this corner, just because we made it all the way over here. Okay, so cool. Now thank you. Now we can go back to Carla. I guess there was something wrong with our sheets, and Sharon had to HR them up, make them all like spick and span. I almost said spit and span. Is it spit and span or is it spick and span? I thought it was spick and span, but maybe it's spit and span. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. Put a note down. A note that it'll make me feel safe. Sales are down 50% after 50% of the sales was turned down into 12-foot tall. Oh, I see. I was like, what does that mean? I was like, they transformed their sales, but sales as in the people who worked in sales. I want sales up by 200% by tomorrow. Yeah, that, reasonable. It's a reasonable demand to just demand that things get 200% better by, tomorrow. All right, cool. So we're in the question mark zone, which means we should be close to Carla. Hypothetically, we should be close, but this is the place where I got lost the longest, so perhaps you should be careful. I say as I run down a closed off thing. This probably won't loop around, right? Like I came over here thinking like, oh, this will loop us back over to accounting. But I'm not sure if the maze is constructed in a way that it loops nicely. Because, we had to like loop around through sales before. So maybe this is a futile effort to try and like find a shortcut through here. Because, it just kind of all blocked off. Yeah, I think we have to go back the way we came. Not going to be able to sneak my way through. Okay, so we'll just go back the way we came. Be careful of spiders. Not exactly sure what those are. So we'll just be safe. But maybe I should be like moving like, because when we use our flashlight, we can see a bit ahead of us. Maybe I should be using the flashlight and moving like that, because we can move and flashlight at the same time, so I can kind of just get a bit of a further vision ahead of me. But then I'm worried if I start doing that, I'll start missing like corners. And I just came back the way. This isn't the way I'm trying to go. I'm trying to. Where am I? Well, we know where we're supposed to go. We're supposed to get to Carla, but how get to Carla? Not exactly sure. I hear slurping again, which means we might be close. I hear the slurping and like think like, oh, well, that's a new sound, so it's fine. Damn, I'm just going back and forth in circles. I mean, I guess I am hugging the walls, so hugging the walls, I'm probably likely to just end up making the same moves over and over again. What is that over there? Oh, I think that's just my lights. I wonder if the maze shifts. I mean, it is a labyrinth, and I think part of like the actual description for a labyrinth is that a labyrinth has to shift. So I wonder if that's happening. Is that's Carla off in the distance? So we want to go that direction. Going that direction's proving to be a little bit more difficult because I keep ending up in these little like dead ends. I was trying to think what damn dead end is called this entire video. So I'm not sure if the maze shifts. It definitely feels like it shifts because I don't know if I'm sure I've just wandered into something strange, like a strange like hallway. I wasn't supposed. Well, not that I wasn't supposed to go down it, but by going down it, I've just gotten myself hopelessly lost. This feels different. I mean, I can see a note I put on the ground, so I know I've been this way. There's a whole lot of these damn things. As long as we hug the walls, they don't seem to be able to get to us. Okay, cool. We made it back. Made it back to Sharon. I'm just gonna go the way we came instead of doing what I did. I thought I was gonna be super smart. Like, oh, if I go that way, I bet there'll be a shortcut. But no. I mean, maybe there is, and I just was too much of a fool to figure out the labyrinth. Jelon Bezos or whatever that CEO's name was. They probably know their way around the office labyrinth, or at least they'll tell you they know their way around. And that's social currency of just being able to say something and people having to believe you because you're the boss. That's worth all the labor violations and blood sacrifices. I'm sure it's worth it in the end. I'm sure it's super worth it to just make an immoral amount of money and then hurt other people using your immoral amount of money, even though you have enough money. Getting more money won't really change much, but if you hurt, you could just hurt some more people and make some more money. Why not? You've come this far. Why start caring now? Why use money for something that could be useful for the world? When you're following Bloodfuck, you know where your allegiances lie. They're with Bloodfuck. Bloodfuck will take care of everything. We're almost back to Carla. Oh, here's a note I never found. I feel so strong already. Yeah, Bloodfuck will make you feel strong. It's one of the best benefits of working under Bloodfuck is just how powerful you'll feel. This is just a little dead end. I'm getting all turned around. Which way did I come? I think it came from this way. And then we're going to round a corner at some point. I feel like we were already encountering eyes by this point when we were trying to get to Carla the first time. This must be like an actual like labyrinth. Like it shifts around and does weird things because I'm so confused about the layout. It's definitely shifted. I don't feel like we were able to approach the zombie guys the first time. Like because when we started from our desk, it was fine. I probably should have read more on the itch.io page. But there's something in the write up like, oh hey, this is a weird labyrinth that will confuse you and you'll get super lost and then you'll cry because you keep ending up in dead ends and you're not really sure where you're going. Is that Carla? No, that's the exit. That's the exit. So Carla's... Okay, if that's the exit, then Carla's to like this way, whichever direction ahead of us is called. I don't remember. North. I mean, it's not exactly north. If you assume that you are the compass, it's north, and it will always be north. But that's not how compasses or positioning works. So we ended up... We definitely went a wrong way. I thought we were progressing towards Carla. But we are not going towards Carla. I keep wanting to say Charla because we met a Sharon and a Carla. I think I think I have their names backwards. Okay, we're in accounting. Accounting is good. Hey, do you know where Carla is? I'm so confused. The labyrinth. Us mortals, am I right? We want to be in. Not HR. Not HR. We want to be in accounting. I definitely want to be in accounting. Man, if we could just jump up super high, that'd be nice. You ever think about that? Just how nice it'd be to jump up really high and be able to see everything. I've always been a decently tall person, so I normally don't have that wish. But hot diggity damn, would I love to be? Maybe we should sacrifice ourselves to Bloodfuck. If we could be, a tall boy like one of these guys, it'd probably be worth it. Be able to see over all the cubicles. We'd be able to find our way through the labyrinth better. We wouldn't be as lost. I think this is the way I've already gone, but I'm going to keep wandering in this direction, even though I'm pretty sure we've been here. I should probably be using my notes for the purpose. I keep saying like, hey, they're probably to make a bread trail, a crumb trail, breadcrumbs. I should be using them that way, and I haven't, and that's on me. If I had been doing this from the beginning, we would have a perfect trail we could follow back. It would take us straight back to Carla. We could validate our timesheets. We'd be out of this shithole. And, it'd be time for a nice long weekend. Assuming it's weekend time. It might not be weekend time. Who knows anymore? Ever since Bloodfuck came, the days, they all blend together. I feel stronger and stronger each day. So what does it really matter? Not this way. And now I'm just kind of putting the notes down a bit haphazardly, just because I feel bad, because I feel like I probably should have been using them more. Oh, I managed to get one upright because he was there, and that was nice. I guess we'll just go this way because I think I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so this is accounting, but it's just like a little divot into accounting. It's not truly into accounting. So we're back in HR, which means we're heading back to Sharon, which is not where we want to go. Sharon can do nothing with her. I mean, she's already done something with her timesheets. I don't want to be rude to Sharon. She did great work, helping us with her timesheets. But we don't need her help anymore. We need to get to Carla. Oh my God, eyeballs! I'm so happy to see the eyeballs. Assuming that the eyeballs mean we're closer to Carla, because we didn't see. Carla likes to hang around with the eyeballs. When you don't have as many eyes as, okay, so you start off your life, you only got 2 eyes, and you eventually get your 5th eye. You want to hang out with some other eyeballs. Learn the hot tips. Learn how to care for your eyeballs. What kind of moisteners you need. What contact lenses you wear for like dressing up, because your makeup, putting makeup in your eyeball, not good, not good at all. So you have to learn like, oh well, how do I accessorize as an eyeball? And it's basically entirely contact based. There's not much more you can do than contacts. But you don't know that when you first become the eyeball. You have to learn through trial and error. I had to think about what trial and error was called. You do trial and error. Like, oh, can I put lipstick on my? No, lipstick does not go on your eyes. Let nobody tell you otherwise. Lipstick, not for your eyes. It's in the name. It says lip. You should have known that. You shouldn't have had to test the lipstick and eye thing. I'm not sure why we had to test that, but you did, and it's fine. It's a learning experience. This is a bigger, wider, open thing than I think we normally see. I think is this no shadows. Even this late into the game, the shadows are still confusing me. Oh hey, here's some mystery masses. Who knows? Oh, there's the big boy. The big boy was close to Sharon at one point. So maybe that's good. I'm not sure how. Oh no, big boy, please go off to the right, big boy. Thank you, big boy. So now I can dash on by. We're in HR, not where we want to be. Do not want to be in HR. Trying to get to accounting. Yeah, accounting. It's on my to-do.txt that I'm carrying around. I mean, I was like, oh, we're carrying around a .txt. How are we doing that? Smug idiot, like dog, like phones and stuff. Like we live in a cyberpunk dystopia, like the worst one. But I mean, we still at least have like phones. And man, I've wandered back. I've wandered back here. This isn't where we wanted to be. I was trying to go a different direction and just ended up coming back this way. Is that Carla? No, that's the exit. I've wandered back to the exit. Damn. What I wouldn't give to be one of those guys. Oop. I accidentally bumped into one of the things while being horribly lost. Your soul was eaten by bloodfuck, and your corpse was melded into its many hands, into the form of something you really hate, like a bat with 4 wings, but the wings are on top of each other, so when you fly, it makes a weird clapping noise. On the other hand, your fragile form brings bloodfuck minor satisfaction, thus delaying the apocalypse. Hooray! I wanna validate my timesheets. Oh no. Minotaur and Jebel Beelzebubs was the same person all along. I feel like such a fool to have fallen in love with Minotaur and then realized that Minotaur was also a dirty class traitor as well, so I guess I figured it out eventually. Okay, so this time I made it back to Carla safely. I've been just kind of quietly progressing through the maze, and this time I got a nicer layout. So it seems to regenerate, whoops, I got turned around. It seems to generate a different layout. I think per game. I don't think it's like generating like on the fly, like whenever we hit like Charla or Sharon. Damn, I'm doing it. Not you get to Carla, you get to Sharon. It doesn't regenerate the layout. I think the layout might be generated at the beginning of the game. Because the layout's been pretty consistent thus far. That being said, now that we have to get back to our desk, we'll put that to the test. But this time I also seem to have gotten an easier to navigate layout. It's very straightforward with very few branching paths. So while it is a long walk, it's an easy one to not get turned around in. Now I have been using my notes more intelligently this time. I haven't just been like plopping them down like, I'm going to go down this way, plop one down. I've only been using them to section off dead ends, which felt like a smart way to do it. Also, these are specifically plant monsters. One of the notes said it. Okay, gently put our timesheets on the desk. We're going to miss the desk. Okay, so now we can leave. So I know where the door is. As long as it didn't regenerate now, it should be fine. But I don't think it regenerates. I think I was just hopelessly lost before because I was talking and not. I was dedicating too much of my brain to talking and not enough to spatial awareness and making a mental map of the place. I've always had issues with picturing things in my head and getting a good grasp of just stuff. So. perhaps wandering through the labyrinthine office wasn't great thing to try to do while I spoke, but it's fine. We should be approaching the end now. We do have to worry. It said in the ending when we died that like, oh hey, you died, you got Eldritched, but hey, you appeased. Actually, let's just talk to Carla before we leave. Yeah, I'm leaving. I just want to say bye. Figured to say bye. I'd say bye to Sharon, but getting to Sharon is a little bit more confusing than it is to Carla. Now, luckily, the exit is just past Carla, which was a little annoying because we had to hit the door and then go back to our desk. But it's an easy layout, so I'm not going to complain any more than I just have. In the ending, it was like, oh, you appeased Bloodfuck. It was just slightly, but just enough for him to not immediately destroy the world. So, congratulations. So I'm guessing it's not going to be a happy ending, even though it seems like we're on our way out scot-free. The monster behavior is a little strange. Obviously, they're just there to like, they're not going to pursue you, but if you bump into them, you'll take damage, and then you'll eventually die. So I'm a bit interested in why they're programmed the way they are. Like, I've been able to hug the walls and avoid bumping into them since I'm not just flailing around wildly. Maybe it would have been nice. I'm out of this place. Goodbye. Maybe it would have been nice if instead of... here, I'll talk about that in a moment. Let's see. Your bravery in solving workplace timesheet issues attracted the ire of Bloodfuck, who forever demands more human sacrifices by saving your own life that day. You set into events that cause the apocalypse. You die among billions. Yeah, that's where it was always going to go, huh? I think it would have been nice if maybe there were fewer monsters, but maybe they had different actions of like pursuing you, like maybe like Pac-Man-esque. Like instead of just having them, patrol on a set path, it would have been scarier that way. But also then it might have been a little bit hard, like to get around the maze, because it's not like, I guess maybe if the maze had a different generation algorithm, you could have things like, oh, we'll put loops here so people can run away, because otherwise, you could end up in a situation where you get screwed. What I was suggesting before was basically, what if Pac-Man but scary? And Pac-Man could be a scary game if you play it the wrong way, I suppose, or you're just very anxious about what's happening. But that's enough about that. So this is a Hostile Takeover. It's a free game. You can pay whatever you want for it. So you should go pay for it, or you could play this game for free and then purchase one of heather.flowers' many other games like Extreme Meat Punks Forever, which Extreme Meat Punks Forever you do have to pay for. So you should go pay for that one, and then you can play for that one. So this has been Hostile Takeover, and we got blood fucked, I guess.